I'm not going to be able to change your mind, am I?
I just... You know I wouldn't leave unless I had...
It's okay. A kill would change everything. You're not wrong about that. I just wish...
I know, Nora. Me too. I won't be long.
Seizing faster than light travel in 3, 2, 1. FTL jump complete. We're approximately 450,000 kilometers from Earth.
Perfect. Bring us in slow and begin long-range scans.
Of course, Doctor. For the scan criteria, shall I use the same parameters as those when we examined the Kronos remnants? Or perhaps from the wreckage of the unknown vessel?
Both. And factor in the fleet's travel time. Kronos incident. Plus 4 months.
I already have. Beginning sweep.
And now, we wait. There has to be at least one torpedo left. Somewhere in that mess.
Hey folks, I'll try to keep this quick. You should already have the new specs in your inboxes, but I figured it was worth a quick face-to-face sync just in case anyone has questions. Though, please hold those until the end. Anyway, we are moving into Phase 3 with the emitters, so no more prototype hacks. We need to focus on reliability and capacity. I know additional fields increase complexity exponentially, but hey, that's why we're here. Beyond that, keep in mind your fabricator budgets, and good luck. Any questions? Oh, wait, one more thing. The schedule is attached with the specs. Please read that ASAP. Okay, now any questions?
Unit 5. I could use some good news.
Our test of the latest cloak emitter enhancements were successful. It is now capable of sustaining an additional insulation field.
Well, it's a start. How many shells did we lose in the process?
6 total.
6.
Affirmative. The ticks remain notoriously troublesome quarry.
Damn it.
Apologies, Director, but I do not understand the concern.
This tech has to work well enough to protect humans. Humans who can't reboot. Every shell you lose in testing is a potential life lost. I just thought we'd be further along by now.
Perhaps with some additional modifications, the results will be more in keeping with your expectations.
I think it's my expectations that need modifying.
Unfortunately, that is not something with which I can assist.
I know. Thank you, Unit 5. That'll be all. We got a red light on the number 6 excavator. I'm gonna go check it out.
Ma'am, perhaps it would be best if I were to investigate the malfunction.
Probably just a focusing lens that got knocked out of whack. I'll be 10 minutes, tops.
Sudden loss of signal on an excavator could also be an indication of biomass contamination. The safer course of action would be to dispatch an X3 unit such as myself to investigate. If a threat is encountered, I can simply rebuild in a new shell.
Right, you know what? I changed my mind. I think it's probably better if you go check out that excavator.
An excellent idea, ma'am.
Alright, Unit 5, back to the lab. The director wants to run those simulations again.
Query, for what purpose?
I'm not sure. Dr. Harlan's ideas were intriguing, to say the least, but, well, I suppose the director knows best. Go ahead and prep the simulations. I'll join you shortly.
Acknowledge, Dr. McKenna.
Hey everyone, I wanted to send a quick update to just our team before the news goes wide. We did it. As of about 6 minutes ago, we flipped the switch on the new reaction management system. We're seeing a stable 72% increase in outflow with a peak at almost 90%. For those keeping score, that's 12% above projections. Hell of a job, everyone. This will save lives.
Director Park.
Yes, Unit.
A Category 4 containment breach is in progress.
What?
Origin uncertain. Multiple ticks are unrestrained in the conveyance shaft. I am beginning to lock down.
Have any personnel had direct contact?
Several. I sacrificed my shell to prevent immediate fatality. I'm in the process of reprinting with a portable cloak emitter.
All right, I'll triage the infected in the med labs.
Your SIG telemetry indicates you are not wearing a helmet. To avoid dying...
I'll find one. Just prioritize personal evacuation, then lock down the entire containment area. especially main storage.
Acknowledged, Doctor.
To engage a Type 3 containment firebreak, please follow these steps. First, locate the access panel. To release it, slide it perpendicular to its housing. Please discard the panel safely. Next, grip the emergency disconnect switch. Pull it sharply. Local power systems should deactivate. Lastly, if you have any reason to believe that you are carrying an infection, please refrain from crossing the firebreak. Doing so will nullify its effect.
To anyone on station at Research Drone Control Hub, I really hope you made it out already. But if you haven't, they're cutting power any minute now. So, if you're able to EVA, get your ass in a suit and hop out on airlock ASAP. We can rendezvous at the construction site. I'll be there and we'll have a shuttle on station for the next hour. Good luck.
Hey, Adriana. I know I can count on you to look out for everyone. So I'm sending you my access codes. They should get you into my stuff and a few engineering areas. My spare rations, my playing cards, whatever else. If any of it helps even a little bit, please, take it. Share it. I figure it might make things a little more comfortable for you all.
Trem, prepare for departure.
Shit, I gotta go. I have no idea how to end this. Good luck? No. Goodbye. All stations, this is McKenna broadcasting in the clear. The tram line from research has been compromised. Do not approach. Say again, do not approach the research facility tram line. We have infected on board. Somehow it got past the checkpoint. Anyone reading this, do not trust the scanners. They may be faulty. Now I'm gonna keep broadcasting on a loop for as long as I can. Once more, stay clear from the research facility tram line. Infected on board. Good luck out there.
Warning. Please do not approach within 7,000 kilometers of this station. This facility is experiencing a Category 7 biomass infestation. No entry is permitted. Repeat, Chiron Station is unsafe. Do not approach within 7,000 kilometers. Please advise all fellow travelers of these conditions. This is not a drill. Message will repeat in 30 seconds.
Everett? I don't know if you'll ever find this, but I wanted to get it out before things get any worse. If you do manage to find this, well, then you know what's happened. I suppose the good news is we caught the emitter deck to work. Which, if I'm not mistaken, means you owe me dinner. Everett, listen to me. I know you. I know you're going to try to put all this on yourself somehow. Make yourself believe there was something you'd have done had you been here, but it's not true. You understand? Don't go trying to carry that. We all knew developing a cure was virtually impossible. No one here was waiting to be saved. You're leaving. You're already doing everything you could do to try and stop this. I miss you, Everett. Be safe. I love you. Goodbye.
Analysis complete.
And
Negative. Shall I broaden our search criteria?
no. Anything beyond these parameters will be too far removed from the base genetic material. Let's see. Most of the fleet fell to the surface. The Ithaca was of sufficient mass that perhaps it might...
Doctor, I cannot permit such an action. The biomass particulate levels in the atmosphere are extreme. Even if we were to safely make planetfall, we would not...
I know, Juno. Damn it. 14 months of searching.
Dr. Harlan, if I may...
Yes, I know. There's nothing to be gained here, or anywhere. Set a course back to the station. Perhaps...
Dr. Harlan, I merely wish to remind you that both the Kronos and the Ithaca had something in common.
No, they were both overrun by biomass. I am aware.
Yes, but both were property of the Atlas Corporation as well.
I fail to see the relevance, Juno. Atlas has long been defunct.
Indeed. However, while the company itself is no longer in operation, remnants of its headquarters persist here, on Luna.
Luna.
Yes. Given the corporation's broad interests, I think it is highly likely that they retained relevant information.
Or even hardware. They developed FTL technology by pilfering it from that unknown vessel, didn't they?
That is what the logs on Titan indicated, yes. I suppose it is possible that they might have salvaged one of the biotorpedoes as well.
If they managed to obtain one that had not detonated yet, with an intact incubator.
Then they might have already sequenced the base genetic material.
Exactly. It's a lot to hope for, but you're right, Juno. We should investigate Luna. Set a course.
I already have. Prepare for acceleration in 3, 2, 1.
Juno, this is incredible. Coming here was an excellent idea.
Dr. Harlan, I must again insist that you return to the ship. Conditions here are not conducive to...
Oh, listen to this. The ship that destroyed the Kronos 2 was called the Astrea. It was an Atlas vessel from the future. Do you have any idea what this means? The implications are staggering.
Doctor, please. Now that you have established an uplink, I am quite capable of extracting these archives. I would much rather you peruse them from the safety of the Argos.
Yes, just another minute, Juno. Look here. They learned all this from a partially functional adjutant they found aboard the ship.
Partially functional does not suggest a high degree of credibility.
They ran metrics. Anyway, it seems once they linked it to a diagnostic terminal, it made rapid progress through the firewalls and exhaustively pored over the data stores.
How polite.
At which point it concluded that because the vessel, the Astrea, had been displaced in time, the activation of its auxiliary drive bay had partially reversed that displacement.
I am unsure what that means, Doctor.
Yes. It seems that several hours after the vessel arrived here, there was an enormous burst of energy. And then half the ship disappeared instantaneously, just as suddenly as it had arrived. And this adjutant concluded that disappearance corresponded with activating the auxiliary drive bay, thereby sending half the vessel back to its original space-time coordinates. Saturn orbit in 2537. Juno, do you know what this means?
That you should return to the Argos at once?
Yes, I'll head back now. But prepare us to return to Chiron Station. The Astrea could reappear in as little as 15 months from now. We need to prepare for its arrival. If we are in luck, it will still have undetonated torpedo in its hull.
Of course, Doctor. Now please be careful making your way back to the airlock.
Juno, status.
Multiple impacts. No discernible hull breaches yet. The station appears to have absorbed the brunt of it. Habitat B has...
Forget the station. It's a lost cause.
Understood. Drones are responding. The situation is normalizing, but the vessel still appears highly unstable.
That's not surprising, given what it's been through. Begin scanning immediately. I don't want to lose our chance at finding a torpedo.
Of course, Doctor. Patrol drones are inbound making a pass now. Doctor, we have detected a human life sign.
A survivor?
It appears so. Shall I make contact?
Yes. And do what you can to make this transition easy for them. I'm sure they must be disoriented.
Indeed. I'll use the data we obtained on Luna to formulate an appropriate response.
Good. And what about the torpedoes?
I'm still sweeping the wreckage. Nothing as of yet.
We should prioritize the rescue anyway. A survivor from another timeline. But only one. What they must have seen.
Doctor, I've made contact. The survivor is one Captain Olivia Rhodes.
That name. Where have I had?
That was, or rather is, the name of the Kronos 2 captain.
From when the Astrea first arrived.
Indeed. Her speech patterns are a 99.7% identical match with those from the distress signal we recovered from the Atlas logs. It appears she was not killed in the destruction of the Kronos 2 after all.
So she's from our past, then?
I believe so, yes.
Then, well, she won't be able to help us. Is Habitat A intact?
It is, yes.
Move her then. Once I finish developing the cure, we can figure out what to do next.
Shall I inform her of...
No, too much to explain, and we don't have time for distractions. She'll be in the dark for a few days at most, but her new surroundings will be an easier pill to swallow when we have a cure in hand.
Understood, Doctor. There also appears to be an operational android with her. Shall I?
Yes, fine. As soon as they're safe, begin the salvage operation. We need one of those torpedoes. Perhaps we can obtain information from the bridge of this vessel as well.